Welcome. Welcome to Take Back Your Roar. Welcome to today's message. Welcome to today's today. Oh man. You know, I always wonder if this is what I'm supposed to be doing, but like I get these fucking calls to like just put out these messages and like but I freeze, right? And maybe that's what this energy is about that's coming up. Maybe it's about something that you're having a fear of moving into, and you're just kind of like stuck in this frozen mode of like, I want to do this. Like I get this like drawing energy to do it and all of these fantastic ideas. And then as soon as you step close to even wanting to start it, you're like, where the fuck do I start? Like, how do I start this? And it's funny how every single time I do pardon me, one of these videos, one of these, whatever you want to call it, messages for you guys, I'm always struggling to start. Oh, I wonder what that is. Maybe that's something I need to uncover for myself. What is it for you? What's stopping you? What are you struggling with starting? Like, I don't understand why it's so difficult just to like find the words to say good morning or hello or welcome. I feel like I have to, it has to be scripted, and I'm not scripted, and I don't want my channel or my messages to be scripted. Everything that I put out is comes from me, like my creations, and I don't know why I struggle. So, that being said, maybe that's something that's going on with some of you guys out there. Maybe you're, starting to, having a little bit of a struggling time on getting through a situation or starting something new. But you know, just realizing that and being like, yeah, you know what I do, is where we begin to make the changes to move forward and not 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 struggle with that block anymore, whatever the block is that you're struggling with at this moment. Just the realizing, just the understanding, just the catching it is like a whole new can be a whole new way of living. I'm not going to fucking change what I'm thinking. Okay. Because it really is. Because when you catch those thoughts, when you get in that moment and you're like, okay, that's when the good stuff starts to come in, because that's when you're becoming aware and changing the thought to something good, right? So I am going to pull some cards. Lately I've been pulling the cards before I start the read, but today I pulled two, and I'm like, I don't know, I know I have a million and one things I have to do, and but this is like a priority for me today because it's Friday. Hello. So yeah, yeah, let's see what the cards have to say. Let's just see what comes up through the messages, other than, starting new phases. Okay, so I do have to say, I am going to base my how do I say it? Because everybody's welcome, but I have come to the reality that I finally figured out the people that I need to target. Well, I don't even want to say target. That sounds like terrible. Okay. I am going through a new phase in my life, and I'm feeling that right now. So are a lot of you. I'm going to speak from my own experience and what I'm going through so that I can better relate with. And these are the women that and men that I want to relate with, is the ones that are going through this new stage in their life, be it empty nesters, be it separation, be it a new relationship, be whatever it is. Okay, there's some sort of phase that you're stepping into in your life, and it's it's new. It's kind of scary. Like, I don't want to say scary, but like, I don't know, stepping into this power of, I don't even want to, yes, power, because it is a power. It's an empowerment to overcome the struggle of your children leaving your home. It's the empowerment of overcoming the struggle of being single, newly single, if that's the case. It's the power of uh, understanding and seeing where you're sitting in this lifetime and what you have achieved, and appreciating everything that you've gone through to get to this point, to where you are now, to move in this new chapter, to start this new beginning. The cards that came up is Diana, and she is focused intention. So where are you putting your attention right now? Are you putting your attention on the sadness of being alone? Are you putting it on the attention of your children no longer no longer needing you to be there for them all of the time? That's a tough one. You've for years you've taken care of them, and for years you've looked after another person. It could even be, like the loss of a parent, or it's you you've been giving to everybody else for so many years, but now this is the phase in your life where it's time for you to start giving to yourself. So where are you focusing your attention? Are you focusing it on all of the sadness, all of the past memories, all of what used to be? Or are you focusing your attention with intention on where you want to go, what you want to experience, how you want to live? You've got to see this as a new opportunity. Your kids, they're there. They're always going to be there. Just like, you're never alone. You may feel like you're alone because you don't have a person beside you, but you are never alone. There is always somebody, always somebody. And if there's not somebody that you can pick up and call to in the middle of the night, there's always yourself. And to be honest with you, you are your own best friend. And if you're finding yourself feeling alone and frustrated, or need somebody to talk to, but you can't trust anybody, write in your journal. Write in your journal how you're feeling. Let it out, get it out. Keeping that shit in does not do us any good. It does not help us move forward. It keeps us in a stagnant position. And when we write that stuff out, and just so you know, like, writing that stuff out in your journal is like meditation in itself. That is like a whole therapy session all in itself. And it just allows you to release. You cry, you smile, you feel love, you have so many emotions that go into writing, and when you do that, it's letting them out, and it's not holding it in anymore. Like, that's one form. There's so many different ways, like, of meditating, of just being in the calmness of your mind, and feeling good and letting go and just living from a place of happiness. It's oh, okay. So let's go. What are you focusing your attention on? Maybe that's something you need to be thinking about, obviously. Oh, look right here. It says, think about what you desire, set your sights high, and expect the best possible outcome. Like, stop. Okay, so I'm hearing, stop looking in the past, stop worrying about what could have done, what you should have done, whatever. Stop worrying about that, all that stuff, and start looking about what you can do now. Where are you now? You have accomplished so much things in your life. What's the next step? Where do you want to go? What do you want? I'm winning 80 million fucking dollars, man. So I don't know about you guys, but I see that. I see that check in my hand, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? I don't want it to change who I am. I just want it to give me, it's going to give peace. It's going to give a freedom, a financial freedom, an emotional freedom, just a breaking of the chains of, like, feeling not having enough, like, be in that energy, feel what it would feel like to be there, and focus that intention there. That way, when you're focusing your attention on something good, you feel good, your body feels good. You feel better about the woman or the man that you're seeing in that mirror. Confidence is everything, right? So the second card that came up is, I'm probably going to say this wrong. Forgive me if you know the correct pronunciation of it. If you can explain or tell me somehow, it'd be great. But Mahavatar Babaji, and he is the soul expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. And that's like the manifesting 80 million fucking dollars. Like, bringing that in. I am setting my attention. I am seeing the desire that I want. I know what it's going to feel like, what it feels like to just be like, no worries. Well, I can't say no worries, but no financial worries, knowing that I'm going to have the money in my account to be able to cover whatever bills come through. I don't have to worry about another bill in my life because you know what? They are paid all of the time. My bills are paid now, but like just that freedom of just not having to worry about that anymore. That's not my main concern in life. So that is where you're starting to feel the connectedness with the universe. So when you're setting your sights on something that you want, a feeling that you want, a person that you want, whatever it is that you're desiring, put yourself as if you've already got it, because you already do. You just have to feel connected to that. You have to feel the energy of what it's going to feel like when you're holding that person in your arms. You have to feel what it feels like to hear that person telling you how, amazing you are. And when you feel that for real inside of your body, and you allow yourself to feel it, which makes you see it, believe it, know it's the truth. You know it's true. That's why it feels so fucking good. Because it's true. You know how amazing you are. You know that you can accomplish anything that you want to. The only problem is we get those stupid things and I'm not even going down that road, because that's not the road we're going down. We're going down the road of positivity. We're going down the road of like, we're going to take what we want. We're going to exceed to like limitations that we never even thought possible. And I really honestly am like challenging myself to see this, because it's funny, I've been seeing how I can bring things in through just the power of thought. And now it's time to change those thoughts and start bringing in the good things instead of the stuff showing me like, yeah, you can really do it. So anyways, I'm going to, well, I'm not going to stay on this too much longer, because, I want to kind of keep them short so I don't lose, your focus and overwhelm you, because I know that I can kind of tend to overwhelm myself. But I am going to pull some tarot, and I'm going to see, I'm sorry if that's loud in there. I'll just kind of move this over a little bit and see if that helps. But I'm going to pull some tarot, just a couple cards, and see what comes out and see what messages are meant for us to hear for the weekend, because you probably will not hear from me again until next week. Okay, you're holding yourself back. Stop worrying. You've got this. You got the Nine of Swords. Okay, or I'm going to say we've got the Nine of Swords, and we got the World in reverse. So the World in the tarot is like the ending. It's not the ending, but it's like the ending of a chapter and the beginning of something new. But you're worried. You're worried about something. You're worried about making that change. Maybe you're worried that you don't think that you can do it, but you know what? You can. You can do whatever you put your mind to, because that is just that's showing you the power of the thoughts. For some reason, all of a sudden, I'm just getting this like blank screen in my head. And sometimes that happens when I'm holding myself back. Maybe you're holding yourself back. Let's take a look, because up here is the Eight of Swords, the Empress, and the High Priestess in reverse. So we got some major arcanas going on here. Like the World is major. This is something that is going to change things for a very long time. And these birds are coming in. I'm seeing these birds. Like I see a cardinal. I seen a cardinal the other day, and they're a sign of a messenger, and he's looking at the sun. So there's something new coming in. It's okay. You don't have to, like putting all of your emotions into these journals. It's your way of healing. Okay. You don't need to worry about what you've already gone through. You've gone through that. That is your, I don't want to say your battle scars, because I don't believe they're scars. I believe they are trophies. All of the things that we've gone through in our lives are trophies, and we should wear them proud, because they've made us who we are today, right? There's lessons. These are lessons. These are all chapters. These are all lessons. These are things that we're going through, and we're meant to grow from here, not stay stuck, not stay and be like, oh, I should, whatever, like, no, that's done. I want to, okay, that one just flew right on the floor. So find ways to fill your cup. Be self-full, follow your heart, and always trust your intuition. Okay. So I was just actually thinking that. And with the Empress, she is all about, like, this is all about expanding, trusting your intuition, going with what you are feeling inside, and not living in that fear anymore. And I'm going to say something, because the living in fear, the thoughts, the crazy emotions, the holding yourself back, these are minor situations that we're able to change right now. These beginnings, this new start, this whole experience that you're stepping into right now, this is meant to happen to you. This is fate. This is we have no control over what's going to happen. The only thing that we have control over is how we deal with things. Do you deal with things or move forward in the same way that you did in your past, or are you going to start focusing your attention on what it is that you want and go after it? Because like when we go into this situation, it's telling me no. Okay, it's saying don't go there, because no. Okay, go deep within, find your triggers. See what triggers you. Okay, so the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Swords. Find what triggers you. Find that emotional trigger. Find what it is that sets you off. Okay, and address it one by one. So this is what you could be doing in your journal if it's keeping you up at night. If there's something that's keeping you up, if there's something that has triggered your thought to go back into the past, to bring in those bad feelings again, those negative emotions, see what it was that triggered you to have that moment of thought. It could be a commercial, it could be a person, it could be a song, it could be whatever. It could be just, something, a shirt that you're putting on, reminds you of something, and it just puts you in that moment of self-doubt. See that trigger, and then every time you see that trigger, change the move, because, like, this is where you need to heal. This is where you need to realize what it is that's holding you back and let it go. Like, I don't know what your triggers are. I don't know what's triggering you. Like, I know what triggers me to some extent. I'm learning my triggers all of the time. I'm seeing things a little bit differently every day, and I make small changes to my way of living to feel better inside of myself. And when I'm feeling better about the inside of who I am, I'm giving better to the people around me, and honestly, I see it coming back to me. I really do. And all because I've changed myself and how I'm dealing with things and how I approach a situation, or how I step out of my comfort zone of fear. So when you're finding those triggers, realize that at that point in time, when you're recognizing and you're digging into those triggers, and you're seeing the emotions for what they are, and realizing what needs to go, that is where you're healing. That is where the healing is starting. Okay? And not only then can you offer the best version of yourself to other people, but you're offering it to yourself. You're giving it to yourself, if that makes sense. I know I said yourself a lot. Okay, I am going to one more card, if it wants to come up. One more message. Okay. One more message. And if I'm not mistaken, I have seen these come up. Okay. All right. Well, I am going to take a picture of this, and I will post it somewhere. Maybe, hopefully, I can post it in the YouTube. But these cards that I'm reading right now have just put everything that we've said, like, right into, like, the open the door to the higher dimension and moving on up and getting past all of what you've been holding you back. Like, okay, so the first card is the last quarter of the moon. So this is when you are in a transition of letting go and starting to feed the seed. You know what I mean? Like, you've done all the weeding, you've done what it is, you're starting to see things pop up now, and now is the time where you're pulling more weeds, but you're seeing the growth happening. Okay, but you need to see where the weeds need to be pulled, right? Because those weeds are what's holding you back. When you pull those weeds out of your garden, your fruit begins to grow more. Your vegetables begin to grow more because you don't have those weeds sucking all of that energy away. And that's just like you. When you're letting things go, you don't have all of those negative thoughts sucking your energy away. You've plucked those, you've let those go, you've put them in your journal, you've burned them in your fire pit, you've done whatever. And now you're focusing on what's coming in towards you with the messages as well. I don't want to even say messages, but the thoughts, the feelings coming in. And this is where your manifestations take place. And this is what you seek to, okay. In this frame of mind is where the manifestations begin, because then you start to look towards what it is that you want, and you begin going in that direction, because you have to understand, like, okay, so I never like, I've always heard seek you what you seek is seeking you, and I never really thought about it too deeply until the other day. I when it was coming to my channel and what I'm putting into it. And I've always, like I said in the beginning, I always have a hard time beginning and starting. But you know what? I have a gift. I have a message. I have things that I love to share, be it through this audio cast, be it through my videos I make, be it through the posts that I share in my group. There is something that I am giving, and there is people that need to hear that from me. And I had a hard time accepting that, like believing that something I can say can help another person, can help another person feel good about themselves, can help another person to get over a hurdle in their life. And if I can do that, if I can make myself feel that way, and I can do that for me, if I'm seeking to give what like, it's an amazing feeling. If I can give that feeling to somebody else, what I seek is seeking me, and I'm seeking happiness. Happiness is seeking me. And if I can find you, you can find me, then hopefully somewhere along the line, we're going to be able to look in that mirror when we go to the bathroom the next time and be like, damn, woman, you the fucking bomb. And mean it and feel it. Feel it. Feel it. All right. They're telling us that we need, okay, so it's time to commit. This is the second quarter. Okay, the first quarter. So we've gone through the last, we've gone through, I'm sorry, I'm just kind of going through these cards very quickly because I'm trying to shorten it up a little bit. We've gone through the process of the letting go and all of the needing and healing, and or not the healing, but all of the, like, digging through the dirt and getting rid of all the stones and whatever it is that we need to cultivate. Now we're moving into the time to make the commitment. Okay, we know it's there. There's something you want. I don't know what it is, but I know what I want. I don't know what it is that you want. There's something you need to commit to. You need to have to be focused with a true intention and desire for this, and be committed to make the changes that you need to be able to achieve that. Okay? Because I don't want to say because we are meant to go for more. Okay? We are meant to push ourselves through the limits. We are meant to go after and get what we desire. And I'm learning this slowly but surely. I'm learning this. And okay, it's saying nope. I get for a lot of the time when I get, like, cut off and quiet like that, it's like they just automatically stop me because I'm just kind of rambling at that point in time, they're telling me. So I'm just a little heads up if that's something that really does happen for me. But what it's saying, I don't even want to say what it's saying. So the next card that I have is the Witchy Medicine, and saying connecting to Earth. So I'm trying to get out that card. Because like, it's all about the growth, right? It's connecting, this whole moving forward and growing the plants and the seeds and the digging of the stones and releasing what needs to get. It's all a connection to the earth, because we are from the earth. We are all energy. Like, oh, I just, it's telling me I can't get past that card. I don't know why, but all I need to say is just connect with the earth. Do what you do out in nature. Enjoy staring out your window, looking at the trees. It amazes me how the tree really does look like the our veins, and or I can't think of the circular system. Like, it amazes me every time I look at a tree, especially when it's bare, and they just, yeah. So find a way to connect with the earth, and know that doors are being opened for you. The possibilities are there. You just have to stay committed, stay focused, move forward, and just be freaking you. It's okay. It's okay. I have to take a breath. I have to take a breath. You know, it's getting pretty windy out here. I'm taking that moment to kind of take all of in this read, this energy that I'm feeling right now. I'm taking I'm taking a second to connect with the trees and the earth outside, because, like, I just need to get grounded again. All right. I want to thank everybody for your time. I appreciate it. I am looking forward to sharing more of my messages. Well, here we go. Feeling scripted. I don't want to be scripted. You know what? Thank you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. I really truly hope that maybe somewhere in this message you got a little bit of a maybe I should try this moment. And I do wish you all a very beautiful weekend, and stay safe. Vibe high.